He was my only one. I couldn't have any more children. So it's like bringing the awareness of how it's left me, how it affected me, how, what happened when I found out he'd been to the doctors that the day before for help. The doctor basically sent him away and said, if you don't feel any better in an hour, go to A&E. And when it was the inquest, I found out that he was at the doctor's at 5 o'clock and he was gone for 10 o'clock that night. I saw him every day of his life for 35 years. Us bond was unconditional. If I didn't just see him every day, he phoned me every day. It was my life. He was everything to me. He thought John to Robert, what I would have said to him that day. I have people who, in the background, you know, she should be over it by now. You can't, it's something you'll never get over. And there needs to be more awareness out there, because every 40 seconds in the world somebody dies by suicide. And it needs to be more out there that it is alright not to be alright. You do need to contact people for help. The way I was explained to it when I first lost Robert was that he'd be in a bubble, if you can imagine a bubble, and no matter which way you turned there was no way out. But you still don't accept that as a person, as a parent. You bring them up and you're there to protect them, to help them, and it just makes you feel as though you're a total failure. I blame myself that I wasn't there on the day. I blame myself. Why didn't I see the signs? But there was no signs. I saw him that day, he was his happy, smiley self. He hid it so well how he must have been feeling that particular day. And I sat and thought about it on what I could do to help others that are thinking of doing the same thing as Robert did is you've got football that's worldwide. It's all over the world. But yet they don't do anything for suicide awareness. On that day, on the 10th of September, or if it, the weekend to or after or before, there's nothing. And yet how many footballers have died by suicide? People struggle with the fight. To me, I'm not angry with Robert. I could never be angry with him. But I can talk openly about why he died and how he died. Because if I kept it in, I'd be with him now. I'd be there with him because I couldn't cope. I have a box at the back of my head. I don't like people seeing me cry. I try not let people see when I'm having a really bad day. I don't want to get up, I don't want to get a wash. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to eat, I don't want to drink. And I have a box, and this box fills up in my head. But every now and again it explodes. And that particular day, I can't handle anything. But his pain has stopped and mine started. And it's a pain I will carry for the rest of my life. It's something I will never ever get over. I've tried to get on with my life, but it makes you feel guilty if you feel happy, because you feel that you shouldn't be happy, because he's not here. He's not here to share the happiness with me. How it leaves you is lonely. You feel so alone because not everybody understands what you have to deal with yourself mentally at losing somebody that you don't know the reason why. And this is why I wanted something to be done, so not just for the suicide awareness. If one person saw this video and thought, that could be my mum, that's how I'll be leaving my mum, and it helped that person, then it's worthwhile in every way. It's so hard. There's the Samaritans, there's a place called Anthony Seddon in Ashton that have support groups. You can go to your doctor, you can go to the hospital, but there needs to be more help there. There needs to be a lot more help there. As I personally found out that there isn't. And it's sad, but it happens every 40 seconds. And there really needs to be more done about it. Or there's going to be problems in there. It's getting more and more. Where my son's resting place is, there's 7 in a small cemetery. Reason, the youngest being 22, the oldest being 40. Please,